Tension in Tanzania. The United Nations says it's concerned about the unease following the election on Wednesday. The opposition says the government continues with its totalitarian clampdown on demonstrators who have called for a credible outcome of the polls. We have that and much more on Friday night. I am Ayub Abdikadir in for Lillian Mule, and here are the top stories tonight.
You pay 7.9 billion at once.
What we are dealing with here is a 2017-2021 CBA, which had not been agreed the figure and therefore was not budgeted for in this ministry for financial year 25-26.
No to partial payment. Striking lecturers reject government offer to clear their dues in 2 installments. Say they will keep away from classes. A third day of unrest. Election demonstrations in Tanzania enter third day, paralyzing cross-border trade with Kenya. More than 100 new mothers held at the Mama Lucy Kibaki Hospital, days and months after giving birth.
Na mbona anasema ati sisi hatuna akili? Sisi ni madarau jamani? Tuko tunasema hivi, tarehe 27 Novemba, haki ya Mungu imadarau itakuisha.
You are on the way out. Opposition politicians fire back at President William Ruto for faulting opponents, vow to defeat him in 2027. And Joki Shege is our sign language interpreter. Several people are feared dead following the 3 days of unrest in neighboring Tanzania. Reports indicate that the situation remains tense, with unease creeping in as demonstrators defy directives from authorities who include the head of the military in Tanzania to stop the demonstrations. Stephen Leto reports that the military has been deployed in Tanzania to restore law and order amid uncertainty over the outcome of the elections.
Tanzania is a country on the edge, tilting ever closer to the brink as it experiences a third consecutive day of elections-related protests. The protesters unhappy with an election that lacked in credibility, with President Samia Suluhu's 2 main opponents, Tundu Lissu and Luhaga Mpina, locked out of the October 29th contest. Unofficial sources place the death toll at 110, despite difficulties in confirmation due to the communication hurdles placed by Tanzania's government. Hundreds more have been injured in widespread protests across the country. On Thursday, Tanzania Chief of Defense Forces Jacob Mkunda called for a stop to the protests, saying major public infrastructure had been destroyed and daily operations paralyzed.
Jeshi la Ulinzi la Wananchi wa Tanzania linawataka watu wote wanaojihusisha na vitendo vya kihalifu kuacha vitendo hivyo mara moja ili kuepusha madhara yasiyokuwa ya lazima kwa ustawi wa jamii na taifa letu.
Angered protesters defy the directive, filling major streets and highways from Dar es Salaam to Dodoma to Arusha and other satellite towns. The turmoil in Tanzania has led to major traffic snarl-ups in towns along Kenya's borderline, from Namanga in Kajiado County, Isebania in Migori County, Holili in Taita Taveta to Hororo in Lunga Lunga Kwale County.
Sasa ni siku ya 3 tuko hapa. Tunaambiwa upande wa Tanzania kidogo network iko chini. Sasa hatuwezi vuka.
Mimi ni Mtanzania, gari yangu hii hapa. Na siku ya 3 leo kuanzia tarehe 29 tuko hapa. Tunaambiwa hali ya Tanzania huko ni mbaya kabisa, magari yanachomwa, ukikuta unatembea barabarani. Kwa hiyo kama unavyoona sasa hivi tumestack hapa, leo ni siku ya 3, hamna kitu chochote, network yenyewe wamekata.
Tarehe 29. Kutoka nifike hapa tukaambiwa kuna shida kule, hatutafuka. Mpaka saa hii tuko hapo tunasubiria. Makarani asubuhi alikuwa hapa akaniambia hakuna system, so we are waiting, we are going to Dar es Salaam.
Boda hapa ya Tanzania wafanyi kazi, kwa hiyo tunasubiri mpaka network ikae sawa ndo tuweze kutoka hapa.
Earlier on Friday, at the Ulili border, Tanzania, authorities arrested a Kenyan journalist who had accompanied rights activists and detained him for 3 hours before releasing him. The United Kingdom on Thursday became the second Western nation to advise its nationals in Tanzania to limit movements, observe curfews, and stay away from all demonstrations, noting the cancellation of flights from Nyerere and Arusha international airports in Dar es Salaam and Arusha respectively. The UK's Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office advised against travel to Tanzania, taking note of widespread road blockades and closures countrywide. Tanzania's Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, continues to announce results from various regions, even as the country is engulfed in turmoil. Zanzibar's Electoral Commission on Thursday evening declared Dr. Hussein Ali Mwinyi as the president of the semi-autonomous island after garnering 74% of the vote. Stephen Leto, Citizen TV.
And we keep an eye on the situation in Tanzania. The lecturers and university staff unions UASU and KUSU have rejected the government's proposal to pay 7.9 billion shillings in arrears in 2 phases, maintaining that the month-long strike continues. The unions say their members will only go back to lecture halls once the arrears are cleared at once and the 2025-2029 collective bargaining agreement is finalized. And it also comes as the government maintains that the offer was the best at the moment on the table. Brenda Wanga reports on this standoff between the two entities.
After a flurry of midnight and early morning meetings by UASU and KUSU organs, that glimmer of hope that the 45-day strike was nearing its end has all but been extinguished.
All public universities and their consequent colleges shall remain on strike until all the demands are met.
We've all agreed that the money that is owed to our members is 7.9 billion. We are only asking that this money be paid so that we bring peace and harmony in the sector. It is money that is long overdue.
UASU and KUSU say their members rejected the government's offer to settle their debt in 2 phases because government has failed to uphold such agreements in the past.
You owe us this money from 1st July 2017. And there cannot be any government without money. A government that is broke is a government that is not in office. We are seeing a lot of money.
You pay 7.9 billion at once. The reason why dons are saying so, the government has been signing agreements with us and they renege. So lecturers have said they are ready to go the long haul.
The lecturer strike was premised on the unpaid arrears of 7.9 billion shillings and the pending 2025 to 2029 collective bargaining agreement. With its offer rejected, government is now back to the drawing board. Education CS Julius Ogambo says the government had resolved other outstanding issues raised by the lecturers and was committed to providing a roadmap for the rest.
We therefore appeal to the university staff their sense of patriotism and duty of care to our students that they should resume work in their respective universities and allow an opportunity for constructive negotiations towards a mutually acceptable and sustainable solution.
The lecturers have indicated their willingness to engage government in further discussions with a view to resolving their issues. In the meantime, learners continue to feel the brunt of the fight between the two. Brenda Wanga, Citizen TV.
More than 100 new mothers at the Mama Lucy Kibaki Hospital are stranded days after giving birth. They were unable to leave due to unpaid medical bills. Most of the women who spoke to Citizen TV are teenage mothers from Kayole, while 2 others are from neighboring countries. As Emily Chebet tells us in the following report, the mothers say the bills are far beyond their reach. But the hospital says it's caught between compassion and sustainability, blaming some of the patients for poor planning and failure to register with the Social Health Authority, which the hospital says would have sorted their bills.
A few weeks after reports of mothers being detained at the Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital in Eldoret of unpaid bills, a similar situation, this time at Mama Lucy Kibaki Hospital in Nairobi. More than 100 women here are unable to leave after childbirth, trapped between poverty and policy.
Alikuja like 1 month, amepewa discharge 2 weeks ago. Hajapata pesa ya kutoka. Kuna ile alilipa nusu, wakaambiwa wanatoka, hawajatoka.
It is not just Lynette's neighbor. Diana Odhiambo from Ihangwen Kayole has also been taking care of her friend's children, who is still at the hospital despite being discharged.
Alinipigia simu, akaniambia amepewa discharge na ana anything. Tukajaribu kutafuta kama majirani, tukatafuta 4,000, tukamletea kama anaweza toka. Sasa baadaye akaambiwa ametumwa kwa social workers, juu pesa iwezi kafanya nini, ikamtosha.
2 other women who spoke to us on phone claim to be from Uganda and Tanzania. Their bills amount to more than 100,000. Frederick Obwanda, the hospital CEO, says the growing number of unpaid bills have put immense strain on their operations. The CEO adds that many of the detained mothers have not enrolled for the government's new Social Health Authority scheme, which could have covered part of their costs.
If you do not want to register for SHA, then the only alternative left is for you to pay for services using hard cash. Now, we are insisting on that because if we allow a situation where everybody comes in, gets services for free and walk out, and I take care of about 3,000 patients a day, this institution won't last a week.
He says it's often difficult to tell which are genuine cases, the CEO adding that some patients go straight to level 5 hospitals, yet their conditions could be managed at lower level facilities at little or no cost under primary health care.
Some have gone for surgeries and all. So waiving means the institution loses over 2 million shillings a day. In 7 days, we're talking about 10 million plus. So if we hemorrhage like that financially, in the long run, the institution will fall. Yeah. Hence the need for all of us as citizens to do what is right. There is a plan, and the plan is register for social health insurance.
The hospital says it continues to incur additional costs, feeding and accommodating the mothers as they await clearance.
Wale wako na shida ni wengi. Unaona tu mtu tu vile anatoa machozi juu vile anatoka hawezi toka. Ukikuja kumuongelesha umefika wapi anashinda akilia. Juu hakuna vile atasaidika pale. Sasa mimi tunaweza omba gavo waingilie.
As debate continues on whether hospitals should hold patients of unpaid bills, these women continue to wait.
Stop detention.
Emily Chebet, Citizen TV.
No detention.
And 4 suspects who posed as officials from the Social Health Authority have been arrested for allegedly swindling a man of more than 250,000 Kenya shillings in a well-orchestrated fraud scheme. The suspects have allegedly been duping unsuspecting victims into believing that they are signing up for SHA memberships before they made away with their victims' hard-earned money. More suspects are being sought by the authorities, as Benkiroi details in the following report.
The proverbial 40 days appear to have run out for 4 suspects: Peter Muridhi, Catherine Kinywa, Lilian Njeri and Samuel Mbuthia, who were arrested after allegedly duping a man into believing he was registering for an official Social Health Authority SHA membership. Police say the group convinced the victim to hand over his mobile phone under the pretext of completing the registration process. Moments later, the phone went off and could not be restored. Sensing foul play, the victim rushed to his circle, only to discover that his account had been wiped clean. The entire sum of 251,000 Kenya shillings had reportedly been drained and transferred to mobile numbers linked to the suspects. Law enforcement officers based in Marimanti swiftly launched an operation that led to the arrest of the 4 suspects. police recovered SHA-branded t-shirts, name tags, membership cards, informational leaflets, and several SIM cards believed to have been used in the scam. A Toyota Prado registration number KDP 267C, allegedly used in the fraudulent activities, was also impounded. The suspects are currently held at the Marimanti police station as investigations continue ahead of their expected arraignment. More suspects are also being sought by authorities. Ben Kirui, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
The government is tonight seeking the intervention of the church in compelling Kenyans to pay their social health authority premiums if the authority is to pay debts it owes to hospitals across the country. Medical Services Principal Secretary Dr. Ouma Oluga made the appeal after Catholic Archbishop Anthony Muheria highlighted the dire situation in faith-based medical facilities across the country. The two had attended the 37th graduation ceremony of the Consolata Medical College in Nyeri County, where the Archbishop Muheria said the bad situation in faith-based hospitals was as a result of debts owed to them. Dr. Oluga argued that SHA has failed to meet its payment obligations because Kenyans registered under the authority failed to pay their premiums. The Archbishop warned that the continued delay in payments for services rendered risks grinding some of the services to a halt.
Those difficulties that we are facing, our peers, let's find ways we can address them. Let's find ways that do not have to be loud, don't have to be acrimonious. Listen to when we feel that the world, the rock is pressing us and crushing us. A little bit of relief is in order. You have a big voice every Sunday in the platforms, in the pews. If we work together in building the domestic resource that we need to finance healthcare, that way we will not fail our obligation to support hospitals, including the hospitals like Consolata Madari.
The government is also tonight announcing a 6-month waiver on fees charged for replacing and changing personal details on national identity cards. Interior CS Kipchumba Murkomen announced the changes through a Gazette notice issued today, saying the decision is aimed at allowing more Kenyans an opportunity to register as voters in the next elections. As Emmanuel Toh tells us in the following report, President William Ruto says he will win the next presidential contest. Maintaining his track record will earn him a second term as the head of state. The waiver, which was announced today by the Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen through a special Gazette notice, is set to be in place until April 2026. Kenyans now expected to replace their national identity cards and change details for free as the government formalized a promise to let more Kenyans get the crucial document. To replace a lost ID card or amend details on it, one was expected to part with 1,000 shillings. The sigh of relief for Kenyans, however, comes amid questions on the 6-month window, just 3 weeks after President William Ruto hinted at extending the timelines for the waiver until after the 2027 general election.
For now, pengine mpaka uchaguzi mpaka ipite uchaguzi, tutafanya hiyo mambo ya kitambulisho, hata kama ni replacement iwe ni free. Ndio tuhakikisha kwamba kila mtu anapata nafasi ya kuchukua kitambulisho na tuhakikisha kwamba kila mtu anashughulikiwa vile inavyopaswa.
The president then, who had attended the Pentecostal Assemblies of God PAG centenary celebrations in Nyang'ori, Vihiga County, said many Kenyans had been locked out of the election process because of lack of the crucial documents, even after lifting the charges on the first registration. This comes as the president also expressed confidence in winning the 2027 presidential race, adding that his opponents were not ready for him.
Mtu akikuambia utoke kwa meli kubwa uende kwa kale kadogo, utashuka. Sasa meli kubwa ni gani?
2027 tusibahatishe. 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 Mnasemaje?
The president, who pitched camp in Busia County on Friday, is set to continue with his charm offensive of the region on Saturday. Emmanuel Tor, Citizen TV.
And in response to that, the United Opposition says it will teach President William Ruto a lesson in the 2027 presidential contest that will be preceded by results from the upcoming by-elections in November. Responding to the head of state's dismissal of the opposition's capability to beat him in the next contest, the leaders accused the head of state of recycling projects in Western Kenya in an attempt, they say, is meant to woo the Mulembe nation. Here is Seth Olale with that report.
Hours after President William Ruto campaigned for UDA's candidate David Ndakwa for the November 27th Malava by-election, the United Opposition paraded its candidate Seth Panako during a rally held in Malava. Led by Democratic Action Party leader Eugene Wamalwa, Deputy Party leader Cleophas Malala, the opposition leaders responded to President William Ruto's dismissal of the opposition by stating that they will humiliate the head of state and his party through the outcome of the upcoming by-elections as well as the 2027 polls.
Na umesikia yale Ruto amesema jana. Na anasema eti hawa watu hawana akili, hawana agenda. Alisema hakusema?
The DAPK party leader saying that the Mulembe nation will overwhelmingly send President William Ruto's administration packing.
Na mbona anasema ati sisi hatuna akili? Sisi ni madarau jamani? Tuko tunasema hivi. Tarehe 27 Novemba, haki ya Mungu imadarau itakwisha. Kupitia kura yenu, haki ya Mungu imadarau itakwisha.
The opposition leaders criticized the president for what they said is relaunching projects in the region that had already been launched.
Anakuja analaunchia hapa Malava. Alafu anaenda anapotea baada ya miezi 3, anaenda analaunchia tena na Waholo. Na ni barabara hiyo. Alafu tena anapotea miezi 4, anaenda analaunchia kule Mumias East.
Ruto, you are not reminding these people ile yenye mimi na wewe na Malala tulikubaliana. Tulikubaliana kwamba utatengeneza 1000 kilometers of road. Sasa kufikia sasa hata kilomita 1 hapa Rierand bado hujafanya.
Mtapigia nani kura? The leaders rallied the constituents of Malava to vote for the DAPK candidate Seth Panako, who has received backing from DCP's candidate Edgar Busiega. Seth Olale, Citizen TV.
Deputy President Professor Kithure Kindiki says the government has laid down a roadmap to strengthen the broad-based allied parties for a battle royale against the opposition leaders come the next electoral contest. Kindiki, who led an ODM-UDA team in Homa Bay County for an empowerment program, also used the platform to campaign for the ODM party's candidate in Kasipul constituency ahead of the forthcoming by-election. And as Crispin Otieno now tells us in the following reports, leaders in attendance said they will remain in the government as directed by the late Raila Odinga.
It was yet another opportunity for leaders in the broad-based government to flex political muscle against their critics in opposition. Deputy President Professor Kithure Kindiki led thousands at Sikri Vocational Training Center in Kasipul, Homa Bay during an empowerment program organized by the host governor, Gladys Wanga. The Deputy President addressed thousands of ODM supporters on the 2027 roadmap, saying ODM and UDA will stick together ahead of polls to honor the late Prime Minister Raila Odinga's contribution to stabilize the nation when on the brink.
Wale ambao wanatuleta katika mambo ya siasa
Ukiwaona waambie mambo bado. Mambo bado. Mambo bado. Wawache kimbelembele. Wawache kiherehere. Rais Ruto akituongoza. Captain wetu akituongoza Rais Ruto. Tukisaidiana na viongozi wote wa broad based. Hao watu wako na kimbelembele saa hii ya siasa. Wataona siku mrefu na kuambia.
The DP also used the opportunity to highlight some of the projects initiated by Kenya Kwanza government in the county, saying it is time for development to be spread across regions. Additionally, Kindiki drummed up support for the ODM's candidate in Kasipul, Boyd Were.
Kwa heshima ya ule mkataba ambao uliwekwa, candidate wetu ni mmoja na ni yuyu kijana ambayo ni Boyd Were ambaye tunasema leo ndiye candidate wetu wa Broadway.
Huyu kijana Boyd Were. Huyu kijana Boyd Were. Huyu kijana wetu huyu. Si huyu ni rika yangu.
Leaders present promising to work together with President Ruto, who is keen on securing a second term.
Our departed party leader left us, and he left us a united people as a community. He was unequivocal that he left us inside the broad-based government. And therefore, as a party, we will be inside the broad-based government.
Kuna wajinga wengine na wakora na walaghai wanaongea kila pali hapa Kenya, ambayo wanasema ati sasa chama ya ODM imekwisha, chama ya ODM sasa imeenda sijui nini. Hawa wenyewe wanaongea namna hiyo, hajawahi chaguliwa popote.
Tukiongea mambo ya uchaguzi inakuja, tuko na hakika that wakati wa Kenya wengine watampatia nafasi ya kurudi kwa awamu ya pili. Wakaazi wa hapa Kasipul na Homa Bay wanasema aje?
They also chided the opposition for lacking a proper agenda and instead polarizing the country, urging Kenyans to give such leaders a deaf ear. As the high-octane politics of the 2027 elections continue to dominate national conversations, the broad-based team now says they'll continue to stick together even past 2027 polls, and that journey begins right now with the by-elections across several counties in honor of the late Raila Odinga. Crispin Otieno for Citizen TV at Secret Grounds in Homa Bay County.
26 minutes past the hour. Here is what's coming up on Friday night. Police obtain crucial communication records in quest to unravel the disappearance of Caroline Mokeira in Kitale. Details after the break.
Make your home a signature home. Introducing Lifestyle Steel Stone Coated Roofing Tiles, where roofing excellence is backed by a lifetime guarantee from Mabati Rolling Mills.
My name is Jean Jerry Nganga and I work in the financial services sector, and I'm a member of Kimisitu Sacco. And what appealed to me about the Sacco is the strong reputation that it has, considering the fact that it has been in existence for over 35 years. What I like most about Kimisitu Sacco is how fast and efficient the Sacco is in terms of services. And my journey has been good. I haven't experienced any issues, so I highly recommend this Sacco for anyone looking for a Sacco to meet their financial and investment objectives.
We've been working with Boost through a fund called Seed Stars Africa, and that capital has been used to finance additional infrastructure. So since we started talking to Boost Africa, we've expanded our service from several areas of Nairobi. We've expanded into Mombasa, we expanded into other cities like Nakuru and Eldoret, and beyond that we're looking at how do we take the service we're offering here in Kenya and take it into other African countries.
And feels elegant into the night, lasting longer than expensive perfumes. New Downy, lavender calm, sunrise fresh and sweet elegance, freshness that inspires confidence.
Can you grow your wealth anywhere? Standard Chartered's unique global network and deep local insights give you unparalleled expertise anywhere, right now. Now's your time for wealth. Join Priority Banking today.
Guys, mwezeni wait?
Premium flour, nurturing the world. Available in a store near you.
Kote nchini mbele tuendelee. Mbele Kenya twende mbele.
Kenya twende mbele. NCBA. Go for it.
Whenever you fly to space or take your first step as baby, SoftCare always stays with you.
New SoftCare Space Series is rooted from space technology. Keeps you dry and comfortable for 12 hours long. Offers you the most effective protection during your space journey.
SoftCare. Protect your leap.
Welcome to Extraordinary Splash and Drive Car Wash Kamakis. Enjoy premium services, body wash, buffing, interior detailing, underwash, steam engine wash, and carpet cleaning done to perfection. While we make your car sparkle, enjoy free Wi-Fi, executive meeting rooms, and comfy workstations perfect for your hustle. Find us along the Eastern Bypass, Kamakis. Call 0727 941 734. Extraordinary Splash and Drive Car Wash for extraordinary service.
Thanks for staying with us. You are watching the Friday Night. Police have obtained crucial communication records that may help unravel the mystery surrounding the disappearance of Caroline Mukeira, an accountant at the Kapenguria Nursing College who went missing in Kitale, Trans Nzoia County 2 weeks ago. The incident has sparked widespread concern and speculation. Detectives from the Crime Bureau arrived at the scene and are conducting investigations, hoping to shed light on the case soon. Marian Nyambura has that report.
It has been 14 days since Caroline Mukeira vanished in Kitale, Trans Nzoia County. Her family and neighbors remain deeply distressed and anxious as they lack information on her whereabouts.
Nimetembea hapa kwa polisi kutaka kujua au pade ya Afghan. Wakanieleza wamepata hiyo data, hiyo ndio itawaelekeza mahali maito zako.
Hii kitu kimetusumbua kwa muda wa wiki mbili sasa. Msichana wetu kupotea, hatujui hali yake kama ako hai ama ameaga. Imekuwa ni muda mrefu, na sasa tungetaka kujua kabisa ili tukose kuwa na sleepless nights. Imetuuma kichwa. Na tungetaka kweli kama ni kusaidiwa tusaidiwe kabisa tujue kama ako mama yuko basi tuwe settled tukijua tumempata.
The mother of 3 reportedly left home with her husband on October 17th. However, that night he returned alone and failed to clearly explain her whereabouts. claiming that Caroline disappeared along the way, a statement that has raised even more questions among her loved ones.
Polisi wamepiga hatua nzuri, ingawa imechukua sasa muda. Wiki mbili sio kidogo. Tulitarajia huyu wenye wanaishi na mtoto ako na habari kamili. Huyu ndio main suspect according to us as the family. Yeye mwenyewe anajua, maana vile ana make contradicting statements, we are not satisfied with them.
It's a long period kwa mtoto msichana kukaa nje bila kujukana mahali yako. Ni metupa sleepless nights, na mtoto huyu ndiye alikuwa na inulia madawa. It's so painful. Sijamuona for the last 14 days.
Detectives have since arrived in Kitale and questioned the husband as part of the investigation. He has declined to speak to the media, stating that he's awaiting direction from his lawyer. Miriam Nyambura, Citizen TV.
Police in Kapsabet, Uasin Gishu County, have launched investigations into the mysterious disappearance of former Tinderet parliamentary aspirant Shadrach Maritim. Maritim is reported to have gone missing on the morning of October the 27th while on his routine jog in Chaplas K area. According to his family, the morning exercise is part of his daily schedule and he had left his phone at home, a normal practice for him. The family now fears for his safety and is urging the authorities to intensify the search. They disclosed that the 38-year-old politician has been receiving threats which had been reported to the authorities. They further alleged that he was recently abducted and later found in Migori County after an 18-hour search, an incident that has heightened the anxiety over the current whereabouts of him.
Siku hiyo Shadrach akipotea hatukuwa na yeye, but wakati tulipata hiyo habari tumetoka nyumbani kuja kujumuika kumtafuta, but mpaka kwa sasa hatuna ujumbe yoyote yenye inaweza tusaidia tumpate. So kama familia tunapitia mahangaiko makubwa kwa sababu hatulali, hatuna amani yani.
Nimesumbuka sana kutafuta yeye na ningeomba wananchi wa Kenya yule yote ambaye amemwona atueleze ili atusaidie. Tumehangaika sana kumtafuta. Otherwise sisi bado tunangojea tu, tuna matumaini mema ili akuja akiwa salama.
Alitoka nyumbani kwake mahali inaitwa Unity Homes, akaenda kufanya mazoezi ya mbio asubuhi. Alipotoka kwa nyumba alikuwa anaenda mazoezi, na kwa kawaida yake huwa baada ya mazoezi huwa anarudi kwa nyumba baada ya saa moja hivi, lakini huo muda ulipokuisha wakawa na wasiwasi kwamba mbona acharudi.
And police within Kisii Law Court have arrested a man suspected of being an unqualified advocate. Now, surprisingly, the man had turned up in court to represent 3 suspects who are arraigned for masquerading as advocates. The Law Society of Kenya Kisii branch has been conducting a crackdown on fake lawyers who are minting millions of money from unsuspecting members of the public. Here's Crispin Otieno.
A case involving 3 suspects arrested for masquerading as advocates within Kisii town took a new twist inside Kisii Law Courts. While appearing before Senior Principal Magistrate Omwansa Bernard, one of the accused presented an advocate who was found to have no accreditation to present a client in court for lack of practicing certificate.
There's no right of reply. As an officer of the court, I know that you have no right of reply. You should not be entertained at all. This is what we are fighting.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
No, I'm not recording, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just... The only question you have to answer is whether you are an advocate.
I am an advocate.
Who has a practicing certificate as at now. Do you or do you not?
I don't have... I did accept.
Do you or do you not? Now I'm almost pronouncing the next step. Do you have the practicing certificate or do you not?
Your Honor, I don't have.
Okay.
The advocate will then be ejected from courtroom by court martials. The accused were later released on 50,000 bond each pending mention on 13th November.
They'll find out if they find you are an advocate, you're practicing, they are there also to record their statements, and the investigation will bail you out or will take you elsewhere.
LSK officials say they won't relent until they flush out masqueraders within Kisii.
We are appealing to everyone out here that those people are everywhere, not just in cybers, but they are even here in court. They are not only pretending to be advocates, but they are also appealing to the members of the public that I know the JOs, the magistrates and the judges, I will assist you. They are collecting money and tarnishing the names of our good JOs.
And they have taken plea of the offense of personification. They are trying to personify the advocates who they had their stamps. These are people who have been offering legal services without being advocates. For these three suspects, we have also arrested another suspect within the court precincts at the mediation desk who has come with clients purporting to be an advocate.
The focus shifts to Ministry of Lands, where fake lawyers have also pitched camp, conning members of the public. Crispino, TNO Citizen TV.
The Jipange na View Sasa caravan continued with its tour of central Kenya region, today making a stop in Murang'a County. The caravan, in partnership with the Royal Media Services, is celebrating 8 years of content aggregation by View Sasa. With a 50 shillings subscription to View Sasa, Kenyans are winning big.
The Murang'a tour kicked off to an electrifying reception in Kriaini town as Inoro FM presenters engaged with fans while spreading the Jipange na View Sasa message.
Mahali ambapo tunafika tunapata wametungoja na wote wako na tumaini ya kwamba wataweza kuwa washindi tukimaliza mzunguko wetu wa Kenya mzima.
724-177. From Kriaini, the same energy spread across stopovers that included Ruadhia, Kangema, Kihatia and Gatuya before ending in Murang'a town, where excited residents turned out in large numbers to interact with their favorite presenters.
Kitu inaitwa View Sasa. Mimi imenisaidia sana kama kijana. Nimesema niko na simu yangu pale, naweza kuifungua, naweza kutengeneza tu video kidogo, natuma pale, naweza kupata kitu.
Through Jipange na View Sasa, viewers who subscribe for just 50 shillings get access to exciting entertainment content and stand a chance to win up to 2 million shillings grand prize, 500,000 weekly and 50,000 shillings daily.
We have about 2 winners from this region who will be awarding tomorrow. Just like we've been saying, we are here to celebrate View Sasa and to just celebrate the 8 years that we've had. In Murang'a, we've already signed up about 5-6 content providers who are very excited to join us on the platform.
The caravan is pitching tent in Murang'a County until Sunday. Steve Shitera, Citizen TV, Murang'a.
And we have much more on Friday night, including business, after the break here on the broadcast. Stay with us. We have the capability to assess the income of people in the informal sector. Government now says as it plans to shift to algorithm-based tax collection.
Make your home a signature home. Introducing Lifestyle Steel Stone Coated Roofing Tiles, where roofing excellence is backed by a lifetime guarantee from Mabati Rolling Mills.
Access to finance and capital, that is very key in unlocking impact and growth like what we are reporting in Shamba Pride. It is a big challenge, and EIB has been one of the biggest examples of deploying capital to early stage companies. And I think I really take pride in EIB capital that has really been very key for Shamba to unlock growth of creating jobs internally and also creating jobs to thousands of farmers and agro-dealers we work with across different villages in Kenya.
githambo, kahatia, gatuya, kaga, gashosho, karega, marume na kagondo-ini. Jumamosi tarehe mosi tutapitia Maragwa, Kaharate, Kirere, Kigumo, Rwathia, Kagema, Gakera, Kagari, Makoboki, Dakaine, Gatora, Shomo, Ruegetha, Kirwara na Gatonyo. Usikose burudani safi kutoka kwa wasanii Tony Young na Lucy Ng'ang'a. Watangazaji wa Inoro FM pia watajaja huku wakiongozwa na Jeff Kuria, Joy wa Masharia, Mwalimu Moshwe, Karibu Mokorino, Jonato Gekonyore, Kemiti wa Getao na Vincent Atea na Obachi Machoka. Nijipange na view sasa mashinani na Inoro FM.
Got me so fresh, so clean, yes, I owe it to Flamingo. So glowing softness, all the moisture, yeah. Bigger shower, ngarana, Flamingo. So Flamingo, so what do you like to call Flamingo? For your beauty and hand washing needs. Flamingo, so own your glow with Flamingo, so.
Venus unveils confidence that captivates with 5 times more hydration. Venus, inspired by nature, perfected by science.
Tired of late rides and shady charges? Itisha Wigo. Na Wigo, you get more than just a ride. Unapata on-time pickups, gari safi na fresh every time. Ride V-Smart, ride V-Safe, na Wigo. Download the app now, ama SMS Wigo to 2045. Wigo, your trusted ride.
Welcome to Boma Mabati Factory, the winners of 2025 roofing solutions. All our products come with warranty and are kept certified. Be part of our many satisfied customers by visiting us to enjoy great discounts. Boma Mabati Factory, Mabati Poa, near Boma.
Hello, ladies.
Wagwan!
So where do you want to go?
We want food. Shopping. We want a Kenyan line.
Okay, let's go. Lipa napo. In Kenya, we bought la biashara.
Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, let's go, guys.
So you also take M-Pesa?
Of course, Kenya is M-Pesa nation.
Pay, borrow, invest safely and securely. Over 50 million Kenyans. One network. Safaricom M-Pesa. Popote ulipo.
Prestige, tried and tasted.
Whenever you fly to space or take your first step as baby, Soft Care always stays with you.
New Soft Care Space Series is rooted from space technology. Keeps you dry and comfortable for 12 hours long. Offers you the most effective protection during your space journey. Soft Care. Protect your leap.
queues, no heavy bags, no stress. Just shop on citizenduka.com and get everything delivered at your door. We deliver across Nairobi, Kiambu, Thika Road, and beyond. Shop now on www.citizenduka.com or on the View Sasa app.
Citizen Duka, the home of discount.
Time for business on Friday night. The government is set to shift tax collection from the current voluntary disclosure to algorithm-based collection in the next year or two. This is according to Dr. David Ndii, the chairperson of the President's Economic Council. According to Dr. Ndii, the administrative burden of collecting small taxes has been addressed by mobile penetration in the country, making it easier for the government to monitor economic transactions. As Jimmy Mbogo now reports, the government now says it has the capability to assess incomes of people in the informal sector.
The government is set to leverage on artificial intelligence and digital penetration to increase tax revenue collection in the country. According to the President's economic advisor, David Ndii, digital penetration in the country has made it possible for the government to assess the income of those in the informal sector. The government is now in the process of building a machine learning model to do tax assessment following the success of previous models which have been used to calculate and do health premium assessment, as well as another model which calculates the credit score for Kenyans on Hustler Fund.
If you go to your SHA website and you are not on payroll, what you have to determine your premium, which has to be 2.75% of your income, but you are not on payroll. So how are we determining the premiums of that non-formal people? If you go there and put your ID, it will give you an annual premium. How did it arrive at that annual premium? There has to be an income assessment. We have the capability to assess incomes of people in the informal sector already.
Speaking at the annual NCBA Economic Forum, Ndii noted that the government intends to leapfrog the traditional models of tax collection and switch to the use of algorithm. This, he argues, will bring on board over 2.5 million taxpayers who are not within the tax net, yet have an equivalent income to those in payroll, underscoring that the government is missing 98% of people outside payroll. The current tax system currently targets employers and their workers.
Our estimate is that there are 2.5 million taxpayers out there with equivalent incomes to the people on payroll. They are doctors in private practice, they are and if people are in the same labor market, with the same capacity, the same education skills, it follows that because you are in the same integrated labor market, what people with a certain who are in this room are earning, the people who are not on payroll with exactly your profiles are earning about the same. Proof, go and check where they live. They are your neighbors.
The sentiments coming at a time when NCBA Bank has revised its economic outlook for 2025 to 5%. The bank, however, warns that any attempts to raise taxes in the coming fiscal year could face serious pushback.
Given the current socio-political context, any attempt to raise new taxes into the 2026-2027 fiscal year is likely to face handwinds from the public. Again, I hope the policymakers in the room have heard that very strong statement. Any attempt to introduce new taxes could be problematic.
Jimmy Mbogo, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
The Kenya Electricity Generating Company, KenGen, has defied a decline in revenues to post a strong financial performance for the year ended June 30, 2025. The power producer's profit after tax jumped to 54% to 10.4 billion shillings, driven by aggressive cost-cutting measures, foreign exchange gains and improved operational efficiency. Here is Jasmine Wamboi with that report.
KenGen has made nearly twice as much profit as it did last year. The company's profit after tax for the year ended June 2025 rose to 10.4 billion shillings, up from 6.8 billion in 2024. But while the profits shot up, revenues did not. In fact, KenGen's total income dipped slightly by about 200 million shillings, falling from 56.2 billion in 2024 to 56 billion this year, largely due to lower geothermal and steam earnings. The company's books of accounts reveal a dramatic 4.1 billion shilling cut in operating expenses, and this is a key driver behind the higher profits. After years of working with audit firm PricewaterhouseCoopers, KenGen this year adopted a 10% residual value on its assets, effectively lowering its depreciation and amortization charges. This accounting adjustment, coupled with tighter control of overhead costs, significantly reduced the company's operating expenses and boosted its bottom line. Beyond cost savings, KenGen's diversification strategy is also beginning to pay off. Revenue from non-electricity sources rose by 235%, supported by the successful completion of a geothermal consultancy project in Eswatini. A stronger shilling also played to KenGen's advantage, turning a 722 million shilling foreign exchange loss last year into a 1.45 billion shillings gain this year. Finance costs fell by 20% to 2.25 billion shillings, thanks to steady loan repayments that have trimmed its debt load. In light of these results, the Board of Directors at KenGen has recommended a first and final dividend payout of 90 cents per share, up from 65 cents last year. KenGen remains optimistic about the future in the face of heightened energy demand. Jasmine Wamboi, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
Harambee Starlets receive millions for qualifying for WAFCON 2026. Details in sports after the break.
Make your home a signature home. Introducing Lifestyle Steel Stone Coated Roofing Tiles, where roofing excellence is backed by a lifetime guarantee from Mabati Rolling Mills.
Hi, baby.
Spill-proof, kill-proof with Gorilla Glass 7i and IP65. Sleek, strong, unstoppable.
You think all paracetamol is the same? Panadol Advance, with its unique Optizorb technology, releases medicine 5 times faster than standard paracetamol, making it ready to work in 5 minutes. Try Panadol Advance for fast and effective relief from pain and fever. Fast relief at only 15 shillings per pair.
Safari yetu, nuru ya kujenga na kuangaza nchi, nuru ya maendeleo, nuru ya ustawi, nuru ya ubunifu.
Dial *977# or download my Power app to access Kenya Power services fast and easy. Kenya Power, nuru ya Kenya.
Anasema dedication ifikie mpenzi wake.
Unajua babako pia alikuwa romantic vile tulipatana. Siku hizi uko kama meza na kiti. Atweti, hebu ona babako amenitumia zile forwarded links zake tena.
ukiwa na maneno, cheza vile unafeel.
Life is about building benchmarks to remember. Our steel isn't just about strength. It's about resilience. We're building a legacy. Our mark isn't just in the buildings we build. It's in the lives we impact, the communities we strengthen, and together we'll leave our mark on this world. MRM, shaping every Kenyan dream since 1962.
I prefer buying veggies from Food Fit Mama Mboga because once the place is clean, they have these, they're given something that they put before they put their veggies. And the way she talks to you, she's kind, she smiles. Now, you see, you will go there and go there again. So when I asked her what's going on, she told me, okay, I learned from Food Fit. Before I used to boil it. I boil grains. I overcook. But at least after talking to her, I do it for 5 minutes.
Afya bora huanza na chakula bora.
Why do 7 out of 10 kids have cavities, sir? Because whatever this toothpaste has for cavity protection isn't enough. Double Herbal contains clove. My mother says it contains eugenol, which is 100% effective in cavity protection. Where there's clove, there's no cavity.
Welcome to Homelink Mabati Factory, your trusted partner in roofing. We provide high quality and durable products including box profile, V-tile, prime tile and canopy sheets. Enjoy affordable prices, big discounts and 15 years warranty. Call us on 0794 800 000. Homelink Mabati Factory. We promise, we deliver.
This Sunday at Christian Foundation Fellowship Donholm.
Adui ambaye anakugonga ni your past. Adui ambaye anakugonga ni dunia. Dunia imekumeza. Siku ile utasikiza negative words za watu, you'll never prosper. You'll never stand firm in the faith. Chanzo cha imani ni kusikia neno. Ebu inua imani yako.
Live on Citizen TV Gospel Sunday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Inoro FM na Views sasa tunakuletea road show moto ya Jipange na Views sasa mashinani tarehe 29 Oktoba hadi Jumamosi tarehe mosi mwezi wa 11. Ni burudani moto huku ukipata nafasi ya kujishindia zawadi kemkem na mamilioni ya pesa. Tuna 50,000 kila siku, 1,500 kila wiki na grand prize ya shilingi milioni 2. Tarehe 31 tutakuwa Kiriaini, Irima, Keirathe, Rwathia, Kagema, Gakera, Kanyenyaine, Kerure, Githabo, Kahatia, Gatuya, Kaga, Gashosho, Karega, Marume na Kagodoine. Jumamosi tarehe mosi tutapitia Maragwa, Kaharate, Kirere, Kigumo, Rwathia, Kagema, Gakera, Kagare, Makoboki, Dakaine, Gatora, Shomo, Ruegetha, Kirwara na Gatonyo. Usikose burudani safi kutoka kwa wasanii Tony Young na Lucy Nganga. Watangazaji wa Inoro FM pia watajaja huku wakiongozwa na Jeff Kuria, Joy wa Masharia, Mwalimu Moshwe, Karibu Mokorino, Jonato Gekonyore, Kemiti wa Getao na Vincent Atea na Obachi Machoka. Ni Jipange na Views sasa mashinani na Inoro FM.
Time for sports on Friday night. The national women football team Harambee Starlets players are 1.2 million shillings richer after qualifying for the 2026 Women Africa Cup of Nations WAFCON to be staged in Morocco. President William Ruto delivered on his pledge and paid the team a total of 35 million Kenya shillings in rewards. Each of the 23 players received a bonus of 1 million shillings, with 14 members of the technical bench receiving a bonus of 500,000 shillings each. This is an addition to 5 million shillings reward promised if they beat the Gambia in the return leg played 3 days ago in Senegal. The president had already given the team 5 million shillings as motivation ahead of playing Gambia in the first leg a week ago. The Starlets won both matches 3-1 at home and 1-0 away to advance to the finals with an aggregate score of 4-1. And 3 Kenya Premier League matches will be played on Saturday, with Mara Sugar hosting Bandari, Nairobi United facing Sofapaka, and Kariobangi Sharks hosting Shabana FC in Nairobi. 6 more matches are lined up for Sunday. The Kenya Commercial Bank FC, who lead the table after match day 1, are out to climb the ladder from their current 10th position. KCB has won only 2 matches of their 5 played, losing the last 2 matches against Gor Mahia and AFC Leopards by 1 goal margin each. Their opponents, Muranga Seal, are not doing any better either, as they languish in the relegation zone at position 17. The Seals have won once in 6 matches and lost 4 matches. KCB coach Robert Matano is confident his team will bounce back with a win on Sunday as the league heads to yet another break during the FIFA International Week mid-November.
It's going to be a tough match because they have been losing. So I think that's like final game now. Every team has to win. But mentally, physically, tactically, I think the players are coming up and they understand the challenge ahead of them and also where we want to go and where to be.
Right now I can say the confidence level is not that high because of the back-to-back losses. But the good thing is that we are really focused and trying to come up and focus on the next match, yes.
Busia County will soon have an international stadium that conforms to FIFA and World Athletics standard. President William Ruto made the promise on Friday morning while on a tour of the county. He observed that the county has produced great athletes, but they don't have an international facility that can churn out more stars from the region.
Mimi najua vijana wa hapa ni vijana ambao wanapenda sana kandanda. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Na tuko na stadium hapa Busia ambaye iko namna hii. Si ndio? Nimeketi chini na huyu mungwana anaitwa Paulo. Huyu watuoma huyu. Mimi nikamwambia na viongozi wenu hawa wabunge. Nikamwambia mimi najenga stadium kubwa in Eastern Central Africa, Nairobi, inaitwa Talanta Stadium. Si ndio? Lakini hiyo haitakuwa ya muhimu kama hatutajenga stadium Busia. Nyinyi mnanielewa? Sasa nimewatafutia pesa shilingi milioni 900 ya kujenga stadium Busia Town.
A former captain of the Afghanistan women's football team, Khalida Popper, says the newly formed Afghan Women United squad are making history as they compete in the FIFA Unites tournament in Morocco. FIFA's President Gianni Infantino told the Afghan team that they are writing a beautiful story in a competition that's the focus of FIFA's strategy to protect the rights of women to play football. The Taliban's prohibition of women's sports following their takeover of Afghanistan in 2021 prompted players to flee the country, fearing persecution. The team is made up of 14 players based in Australia, the United Kingdom, Portugal and Italy. They were defeated 4-0 by Tunisia in their second match of the competition after losing 6-1 to Chad in the opening game.
It's a good goal, no denying that. They remain top of the table, 2 wins out of 2 for Tunisia.
Your company here is always pleasurable. Many thanks for watching Friday Night with me, Ayub. Abdikadir. Have yourselves a lovely night and a lovely weekend ahead.